Hi, I've been teaching Moving for Better Balance for, I think we're about 8 weeks in because we've just finished learning all of the forms. And so we're getting to that point where we want to master practicing Tai Chi. So I just wanted to jump on this video and introduce a couple of ideas of how you can deepen your practice, how you can master the forms, and what to do next. So once you've learned all of the Tai Chi forms, how can you make it a little bit more effective? How can you deepen your practice and just make it, take it up a level so that you're continuing to challenge yourself, even though you're not adding on more different movements. So I want to talk about just a few things you can do to improve your practice. Number one, move with your breath. And this is something that first you have to conceptualize, you have to understand what it means, and then you just have to figure it out in your own body. Like, I can't make this happen for you because if I tell you when to breathe, that it's not natural. You need to find it within yourself, moving naturally. But the entire set of forms for Moving for Better Balance, our Tai Chi practice, it goes with your breath. And once you figure out how to connect it to your breath, then it becomes so much more fluent and natural and meditative and connecting your entire body with your brain. And so your lungs and your mind and your fingertips and your toes, they're all moving in sync with each other, and it's just amazing. So I encourage you to find that in your practice. Think about moving with your breath, and I'll give you just a few guiding principles for that. Basically, when you are going back to center, that's when you breathe out. And when you're expanding from center, whether you're reaching to the diagonal, whether you're pressing to the side, whether you're lifting your fingers and lowering them, but when you're expanding, that's when you breathe in. Doesn't that make sense? As you fill your lungs with air, your hands expand away from your body. Your feet step away from center. So think about that and incorporate that in all of your forms. So, for example, those forms that step forward, like Wild Horse's mane, as you reach forward, inhale. As you go back, exhale. Like this, inhale, exhale. Breathe in, reach out. Breathe out, float back. Breathe in, shift forward. Breathe out, hold the ball. So that's how it works, but you have to find it in your own body and in your own breath in order for it to make sense. And at first it's tricky because you're like, I'm multitasking in so many different directions. I have to think about my right hand and my right foot and my breath and what I'm looking at, and it's a lot. So just start to think about it and conceptualize the idea that we move forward and out as we breathe in, we move back and inward as we breathe out, and just try and add that into all of the shapes and forms that you know. That's going to take you from sort of a basic practice of Tai Chi to like intermediate advanced level, right? And it's going to just make you feel like you own it and you know it and you can flow with it. So move with your breath. That's key. It's key. And then the other thing that you can practice that will kind of like take your practice up a notch, it will take you to another level, is just trying to move so fluidly. Just get to the point where you feel like you're riding on a wave. So I want to demonstrate this with the very last of the forms, which is grasp the peacock's tail, because I think it's the best one to demonstrate it, to see it. It's like you're riding on an ocean wave. So just imagine this current of water that it's ebbing and flowing. And when you're doing grasp the peacock's tail, you sweep back, you ride the wave forward, you ride the wave in, you ride the wave out, And you just kind of get this ebb and this flow that almost starts to carry you with it. And it's like you're riding on the wave. So you might even take away all the technicalities and all the formalities and all the specifics of, oh, I need my left foot here and my right foot there. And just ride the wave back and forth and feel the actual momentum. There's fluid in your body that's rocking back and forth and moving with your movements. So you can start to find that, to feel that, and to actually move with it. And it becomes this really engaging, very cool process. Once again, connecting your mind, what you're feeling, what you're doing, all together, making it a moving meditation. So those are the two things you can do to really just take your practice from beginner to advanced. And I highly encourage you to focus as you try to master your Tai Chi practice on connecting with your breath and riding the wave, finding that fluency and flow of the movements. Happy practicing. If you haven't found it yet, I have a playlist with 40 to 50 videos where I break down every single form in the YMCA's Moving for Better Balance Tai Chi program. So if you haven't found those yet, I'll put a link in the description box of this video, and also I'll put like a little thing you can click on so that you can find it. And yeah, check it out, because I love to explain everything and help you find it just like one form at a time. And then I've got some practice videos that puts it all together. So thanks for joining me. Happy practicing. See you next time.